I hope your 4-day weekend was a good welcome break. I'm sure it was. And now we'll just get back at it, and the next thing we'll be on a break for a couple weeks. That'll be here before we know it. I will get your sales proposals marked right away so that you get those back. Also, I have to say, great conversations about the sales proposals and why you use them. And it's not hard to tell. There are some in the class who have used them, so that's always great input to have that. And as you put those aside, don't put them away too far because you're going to need them as we go into this next unit. So we are going into Unit 7, and in Unit 7, this is where we will be starting this week, and this is where we will learn all about that second role play. Another thing I want to note just before we get into that, make sure in your notifications, which, up by your little picture next to the gear, check off your assignment pieces, because some people weren't getting their feedback on their first role plays, and it's because you don't have everything checked. If it was graded, you would get it. But in the assignments that for this type of thing that's not graded, some people didn't see it early enough. So it's important that you check off all the boxes there for assignments under notifications. And if you need help, please let me know. So back to Unit 7. So Role Play 2. In Role Play 2, we are talking about negotiation, and we're talking about closing that sale. And along with that, you're going to use your sales proposal as you make that sale. So, because it's not really noted anywhere, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. When you start to write that second role play, start it by saying, nice to meet you again, or whatever, because you've set up a second meeting. So start it in that manner. You do a welcome, the same as if you were going to a client and you would go in and you would have a little greeting, and then you would do a little rapport. And that rapport piece is very, very important in a sale. So include a rapport piece, and then go in to say, well, I'm glad that we could meet again, and I think I've got some answers for you. Hope that you've had a chance to, if they were going to meet with their boss, or if they were going to meet with their partner, or whatever their excuse was to end the first role play, then that's where you'll pick up and go forward. In your negotiation pieces, you need to have a minimum of 3 negotiation pieces, and there's lots of learning in the handbook, as well as in the discussion pieces that are there for you. So, look at what types of negotiations you want to have. And I know price always ends up in there, but make that your last one, not your first one, okay? So just some tips on what makes it better in that role play. And then you are actually going to go from there and keep checking back, say, so what do you think, Tim? Is that sounding good to you? Until finally you've got all of Tim's concerns answered. And then you can say, okay, so should we go and sign the contract? And that's how you're closing the sale. And actually pretend to sign a contract and end that and say, you'll have your goods delivered whenever, and you thank them very much for the sale, and so on. So follow those things in that unit. And those, the role play, the draft, role play 2, is not due until November 28th. But there's lots in here to do. So my recommendation is don't leave it all until the last minute, because that doesn't always work out so well. And, remember again that you're writing role play 2 for you and your partner. If you, same partner, different partner, doesn't matter. As long as you have a partner, if you can't find one, let me know. I can help you out. And I realize this video is a little bit longer, but it's a very important one for you to see, and make sure that you get all those details for that role play too. And we're getting there. So have a great week. Let me know whatever questions you have or whatever I can help you with. I'm here for you. Have a good one.